Let's continue with chapter number 5. So far in this chapter we discuss about percentage composition. Now comes the next empirical formula. Okay, so two topics are there in this chapter. The rest of the topics have been deleted from the syllabus. So let us try to understand empirical formula and how to calculate the empirical formula and the molecular formula from the given values of mass or from the given value of percentage composition that we are going to discuss here. Empirical formula, see, in order to define empirical formula, we can say that it is the simplest ratio of number of atoms of different elements present in one molecule of the compound. Okay, like for example, if the molecular formula of glucose is given C6H12O6, then the simplest ratio of three different elements, okay, will be how much? You can cancel here, like 6 1 just 6, and again here 6 2 just 12, and then again 6 1 just 6. So we are getting simplest ratio 1:2:1. So that is why the empirical formula will be CH2O. Okay, so this is how you can write the empirical formula when the molecular formula is given. Okay, now after that, in order to do the numericals related with this empirical formula, we should know certain formula, okay, that we are going to note down now. So formulae used number one, molecular formula. Okay, if anyhow you are able to calculate the empirical formula, but in the question if it is asked to calculate the molecular formula, then how you will be writing the molecular formula. So empirical formula within bracket n. Okay, and now we need the value of n in order to get the molecular formula. So to get the value of n, we apply again the formula. N is equal to molecular weight or molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Okay, empirical formula mass we get by calculating the mass of empirical formula. Okay, empirical formula mass. Okay, so this is how we can get the value of n. Now the second one, which we have already discussed, that is the relative molecular mass, because in order to calculate the value of n, we always require molecular mass. So relative molecular mass will be equal to, as we have already noted down before also, 2 into vapor density. Okay, so this all you will be noting down, students. Now after this we can start the numericals related to this empirical formula. Okay, so that we'll do in the next video. Welcome back, students. So let's continue with question number 7. Here in question number 7, it is given that find the empirical formula of the compounds with the following percentage composition. Pb is equal to 62.5%, and then N is equal to 8.5%, that is nitrogen, and oxygen, that is O, is equal to 29.0%. So what I have done, see, first you have to make the table like this. Okay, element, and then after that percentage composition which is given here in the question, then atomic mass will be provided to you in the question. Okay, atomic mass of lead. Okay, if you see the book, in the book it's not given atomic mass. Okay, so for that you need to search, okay, in the first page of your book. Okay, lead is equal to how much? 207, but in the examination it will be provided to you, students, 207. Nitrogen is 14 and oxygen is 16. Okay, this way you'll make the table. So when the person is given element, percent composition, atomic mass, then atomic ratio. Now see, to get the atomic ratio, what we'll do here is that percentage we'll write in the numerator, okay, and then down we'll write the atomic mass. Okay, so when you divide, it will come equal to 0.3019, the number 3.019, the number will continue to go on. Okay, now again, so 4 decimal, up to 4 decimal place I have taken here. Then again next comes 8.5 divided by 14. So this is how we can calculate the atomic ratio. If we divide, it will come equal to 0.6071, and then again next same way 29 divided by how much, 16. So it will come equal to 1.8125. Okay, so up to 4 decimal place I have shown here the number. Now for our simplicity, what we'll do is that we'll take the number up to 1 decimal place, because up to 1 decimal place most of the number are divisible by 3. Okay, so up to 1 decimal place means 0.3 I can take here, and here I can take how much, 0.6, and here I can take how much, 1.8. so we just now got atomic ratio. Now we'll find the simplest ratio. For simplest ratio, what we'll do here is we'll check the smallest atomic ratio. The smallest atomic ratio is 0.3. So by this smallest atomic ratio, we'll divide each of the atomic ratio to get the simplest ratio. Okay, simplest ratio should be simplest ratio. Now what I said is that each of the atomic ratio must be divided by the smallest atomic ratio. Okay, now here also same way, 0.6 divided by how much, 0.3, and down also 1.8 divided by how much, 0.3. Okay, so it's equal to how much is coming, see, check. So if you divide, it will come equal to how much. Now in the first case it is coming 1, in the second case it is coming 2, and in the third case it is coming how much, 6. Okay, so simplest ratio we got. Now after this we can write the empirical formula. So empirical formula, the required empirical formula will be equal to now the first element is PV, so first write the first element PV, then write the second element, that is N, the third element is O. Now PV is how much, it is 1, and again N is how much, it is 2, and O is how much, 6. Okay, the same I can write like this also, PV. Okay, now in N, 2 and 6, here 2 is common, so I can write like this, NO bracket, okay, NO 3, I can take 2 common. Okay, so lead nitrate. So we are getting the empirical formula, that is PV NO3 within bracket 2. Okay, so in the next video we'll do the next question.